Got to be honest. There's more than one way to get what you want in the draft. The Chargers got what they wanted, and they were patient. I think New England got what they wanted, a quarterback, and they were patient. The Jets were aggressive. The Bears were aggressive. So was Philadelphia, and they got what they wanted. First of all, to the media, stop creating drama before we have it. Justin Fields, this is outrageous. Let's just let the draft develop. He's just too talented to drop too far. And Chicago said, we got Andy Dalton. We're in a division with Aaron Rodgers, at least for the time being. We got to get dynamic. And they did. This is a great spot for Justin Fields. Super clever head coach. Made the playoffs 2 of the last 3 years. Way above average defense. Allen Robinson, star receiver. And Tariq Cohen comes back. By the way, for the first time in the history of the NFL, the Chicago Bears feel better about their quarterback than the Packers do. Because nobody knows how Aaron in Green Bay is going to end. In Chicago today, hope, optimism. We did it. And I have banged on Ryan Pace for a couple of years. This took guts. It took some luck. But Matt Nagy went 25-13 with Trubisky. Andy Dalton, for the record, very much like Alex Smith, a great mentor for a year. Andy watches the draft. He knows his role. Play until the kid is ready. But I'll tell you this morning, for all those who feared Justin Fields would drop, if I'm Justin Fields, I would not trade places with Zach Wilson of the Jets. I don't feel this is a fingers-crossing situation. Clever head coach, star receiver, Tariq Cohen comes back, good enough defense. And by the way, Zach Wilson's in a division with Belichick twice a year and Brian Flores twice a year and Sean McDermott twice a year. And Justin Fields is like, I get the Lions twice a year? Green Bay may not have Aaron Rodgers in 3 hours. Minnesota's got Kirk Cousins, so what? Took courage, took guts. It was a step-up move by the Chicago Bears. But can I fire a shot at the media? Let's all take a deep breath. The quarterbacks kind of went where they were supposed to go. The prodigy went number 1. And then Trey Lance, Zach Wilson, and Justin Fields, they're dynamic. They went next. The order's not that relevant. Those were the 3 guys you're like, ooh, whoa, whoa. And then Mac Jones went 5th. And that's where Mac Jones should go. Doesn't mean he can't succeed more than Zach, because he gets Belichick and Zach gets Robert Saleh. But this is a good move by Chicago. This is a really good move, and it's a great, great place. And there is no guarantee in this NFL. You get the wrong coach, ask Jared Goff's first year and then his following years. The coach matters. Matt Nagy's good. And if you question it, he got Mitch Trubisky to the playoffs twice in a division with Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. Speaking of Aaron Rodgers and the Packers, oh, my Lord. A few years ago, in fact, it was a lot of years ago, baseball was in the playoffs. You already won that trade. You don't need to win that trade twice. All the rumors, all the conjecture, and 2 smart people, John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan, did it right. Look around the NFL, folks. I mean, it's nice that Phillip Rivers got to the playoffs, but you got to have a quarterback who can move a little. The rules are different now. Offensive lines generally aren't as good. You need some athletic ability. And Mac Jones will be nice in New England. But as we all slobbered over Mac Jones and how great and how brilliant and how smart he was, I got to give ESPN credit. Booger McFarland came out yesterday during the draft, and he did something that I really liked. He went and showed the 5 times last year that Mac Jones didn't have perfect protection. He couldn't outrun defensive tackles. Booger did a good job. He's like, yeah, this is what happens when the Alabama pass protection breaks down, 4 times a year. And he couldn't move. And oh, by the way, do you understand that the Rams, the Seahawks, and Arizona have 3 of the top 5 pass rushes in the NFL? And they got better because now J.J. Watt's in town. Like whoever the Niners took was going to succeed. That's not really the question. But the pressure on Mac Jones in San Francisco would have been relentless because you gave up so much for him and because this is a Super Bowl roster. Okay, and I kept hearing this. Well, he's a good fit for Kyle's system. Okay, I get that. I do get that, and I can defend that. But Kyle Shanahan's 0-2 in Super Bowls, and he had guys that were perfect fits, pocket guys. Maybe if he had a quarterback that was a little more dynamic, he'd be 2-0 in Super Bowls and not 0-2. To move up to number 3 and give up all those picks is not just about getting a guy who fits. It's about elevating the position. It's not about safe. He fits. He's safe. Well, then go to the 3rd round, 4th round, and get a Kirk Cousins. When you give up that many picks and you go to 3, brother, you got to swing. You got to take a big swing on a quarterback talent, not play it safe. And again, Mac will work in New England to the level he can work. The ceiling's low. But I entered yesterday thinking, it's going to be awful. Because say what you want. The fans matter and the media matters. And when they're all against you on a pick, I've been watching the media. I've been in it for 30 years. There's 2 ways to write the same story. If they hate your pick, not only you can win and they won't give you credit. You have to win big for years until the media acknowledges, all right, maybe you were right. It was just going to be an avalanche of ugly. And every time Mac played against Russell Wilson, you're going to be like, Russell's running around making plays, and then Kyler Murray's running around making plays, and Matt Stafford's got the golden arm from above, and you got Mac Jones. Now you took a big swing. Now you validate moving up.